Hi, I'm Michelle. Whether we realize it or not, we all make people our competition in business and in life. Peter Ellingson from Epic Body Designs will show you how to beat the competition with fitness and health. Watch the video and look for us on Facebook. We'll see you soon.
Michelle Rickets, bringing you your 3-day weekend lifestyle.
Grains are horrible for the gut. Just they're it's filler and it's garbage, to be honest. So then also the toxins in our environment. Toxins kill off certain organs we don't want, or that we do want, and then support the space for organisms we don't want, right? So what do we do? What do we do to balance this out? We've talked about the foods we eat, staying away from those sugars and the carbs and the grains and all the stuff that feed into the organisms we don't want. We gotta get it some fibers, eat lots of vegetation, lots of vegetables, get some vegetable smoothies going, cook some vegetables. You know, make sure that the meats you eat are clean meats that are not conventionally raised meats. Not only does it not have the toxins that are in that process of being conventionally raised, but also the nutrient profile is starkly different. Because an animal that is eating all the fibers, the grasses and the foliage and such, all that fiber actually goes into their gut and is transformed into fats by the bacteria in their gut. And they're actually being fueled off fat rather than carbs and sugars. Well, the grains are all carbs. Now you look at like an animal in the wild, and you see the strong elk, right? You can see all its muscle structure, and it looks majestic, it looks powerful, like it can survive in the wild, because it's eating all of those fibers, which are feeding into those bacteria, which are producing nutrients for them, the B vitamins, the fats, the acids, all the things that our body vitally needs. And then you look at the cow that's conventionally raised. Most cows that are conventionally raised, they look like 4 sticks with a balloon in the middle, and they don't look like they do too well in nature. They wouldn't last too long, right? So what we see on the outside, and on that note, fats are very powerful in the body. That's why, as bringing that up, fueling your body off fats will make your brain grow. It's tested, proven. They've done brain scans and studies, and it shows fueling the body off fats, brain grows. Fueling it off sugars and carbs, it starts to diminish the brain. They actually see the scans, and there's dips in the brain, and it's quite crazy to look at. And you wonder why sometimes people are a little, like, maybe not there walking down the street, testing, and I don't know where I am, and no focus. So coming back to that, the choices that we make to eat better foods, to stay away from those foods, and to be able to bolster bodies with the right things. How do we go about that? And last event, I spoke about our motivation for exercise and getting into the gym. And if we're always looking at how do I look, okay, how do I look in the mirror, okay, but I don't see any change and I'm getting discouraged or something, you know, it's not happening fast enough, I'm not, what if we brought it back to being, how do I feel after I exercise? How does that make me feel? I'm walking down the street, I talk to my friends, like, I'm feeling great today. I had a workout, whether it was like tough to get through or it was great, I always feel a little better afterwards. So what is happening there? If we stay aware of how we're feeling in the moment, when we make a choice, stay aware of how we're feeling through that entire process. And if we're aware and conscious of how we feel afterwards, and that keeps repeating into our subconscious, oh, I feel good, oh, I feel good. Every time I do this, oh, I feel good. What's that going to compel us to do, even unconsciously? If we keep driving that into our subconscious by that strong awareness, then we're going to be like, oh, I want to do this because I want to feel good, right? And that's what I'm going to go do. There's no way around it. So when it comes to our foods, we do the same thing. Make a good fresh, like, vegetable smoothie, some lemon and a few berries in it, and something that's rich with nutrients that you will feel a little buzz afterwards. You're gonna walk away and you feel like you're right here. I just feel like everything's kind of like relaxing and opening up, and all my innards, everything's okay, you know, and smoothing out, and the rest of me starts feeling better. And next time I think about, well, should I just grab that easy donut or that bread or sandwich or whatever, the cereal, and then I'm like, you know what, I want to feel good today. And that's where I'm going to go. And just making those choices and being aware through your choices. Number one thing, being aware, stay conscious of how it makes you feel. Continue on. I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any questions, then I can answer some now, or I can answer some if you think of some. I can talk to you during the break.
Okay, just one question.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I'm thinking about the same area, but I've been listening to Tim Ferriss, and he often refers to ketonic metabolism.
Ketogenic?
Ketogenic?
Yeah.
So is that when you're talking about fat
Absolutely.
metabolism? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, ketogenic is amazing. Yeah.
Peter, you
It's
nailed it.
incredibly powerful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful. It's powerful for killing off cancer, powerful for growing the brain. It helps to heal the gut. It helps with the liver. Because the reason for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or cirrhosis of the liver is actually sugars being processed in the liver. And actually a byproduct of that is a type of cholesterol that builds up in the veins and arteries. So it's a different type of cholesterol than what you're eating in your food. There's various different types of cholesterol, right? The one that builds up in your veins and arteries has been proven to be the predominant one that does most of the buildup is actually from processing those sugars in your liver. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So honestly, sugars and carbs, they're pretty rough. Or the good grains are pretty rough on your body.
Sorry, can I get the spelling of what is it?
Ketogenic diet, Ketogenic. Alright. Yep.
The diet that you described, it sounds like paleo. Is that correct?
It's actually, that diet is a lower protein and higher fat. And I want to make this clear because it's something that I didn't see for a long time, is that the idea is low carbs. That doesn't mean minimizing the vegetables. Because above ground, if you're eating above ground vegetables and not the below ground, not like the root and tubers, like the potatoes and such, if you're eating above ground vegetables, how much of that is fiber that you don't digest? How much of that is nutrients? And there's only a tiny little bit of carbs in that. So you could eat a tremendous amount of vegetables and only have a tiny little bit of carbs in there, right? So that was something that I just kind of realized on my own at a certain point because nobody seemed to write about it. So I feel that's a very important factor. So fueling the body off fats, have a moderate amount of protein, and then lots of above ground vegetables. So, yeah.
Can you comment on coconut oil? Because it's
Coconut
big,
oil
big
is
right now.
pretty amazing because it's got high MCT, medium chain triglyceride content. So there's a certain type of oil within coconut oil that goes into the body, is used as fuel quite easily, quite readily, because it doesn't have to have a protein carrier to get it through the cell wall and into the mitochondria. So that your cells can use it easily. Plus, coconut oil is really great for killing off a lot of organisms you don't want in your body, like certain yeasts, certain bacteria. It's very, there's an enormous amount of ways in which it's beneficial, but it's a great fuel for the body.
Your background, is it purely passion fueled? Like, where are you getting your information? Like, you sound very articulate.
You know, I went to school, I got my certificates and everything, but I feel like what I learned in school, just going through actual studies. And now, science misses stuff, and we're always growing and learning. You know, like scientific studies are pretty hard one to nail down, really, but it's still important to look at that stuff, right? There's a lot that can still come up. So just like researching through that stuff, yeah, passion. And going to school, I feel that it's been a long journey since.
So your intuitive is a guide for you then?
That is a big factor.
Cool.
Yeah. And that comes back to that being present and aware. It's where it's like so powerful in so many ways, is being present. Because when we're present, then we're not thinking about all the other things that are going on out there, and we feel things around us. And, yeah, connect. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.
Nightshade vegetables.
Nightshade vegetables for like inflammation.
Yeah, I've heard some studies that it actually can cause anxiety and that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that's a major cause, like anxiety, and I'm gonna have to cut it after this question.
Yeah.
That's a major cause for anxiety and depression is inflammation, because there's inflammation that happens in the brain, and therefore we can have depression and it can cause mood disorder. Right? So yeah, depending on it, everyone's different, right? Yeah. So some people react to that, and some people won't. So like some people get inflammation in their joints, right? They're getting it there. They might very well get it up there too. Right? So yeah, awesome. All right, thank you all very much.